The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. He'll go again with Hall. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
On third down, it's Manning. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Vegas.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Go with their fullback trying to get it. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Vegas. That his first touchdown this year. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He's got it, and the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On the run, here's Hall. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. Another run here with Hall. He'll have a Jets first down as he's able to get it to the 37-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Here we go, set. On the play fake, here's Manning. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Florida State Seminole. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air once more on second down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He fields it at the 8. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here we go, here we go. Go. Throwing now, Manning. That's taken in, it's Tez Walker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On the handoff, here comes Hall. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Manning. Got his man at the 6. He is in. Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, New York. The kicking team off for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets are on the board. It's 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Second down and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Raiders. Carlson now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders will get out in front 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat, Stephanie, Cowboy 80, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw is Manning. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down.
Bravo 80. Here we go, here we go.
To throw, it's Manning. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback, and I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Raider first down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. In motion, that's the tight end there. He'll look to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on 3rd downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves 1st and goal.
He'll drop to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Michael Mayer. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders up their lead. It's now 24-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
60-by-6.
Slot man in motion left. Manning. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Here's Manning. Quick throw here is complete. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Jets 1st down. To the air is Manning. throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it'll bring up second down. Now Manning. He'll find his man, Mecole Hardman. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Now a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, and for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This has been tough to watch, Mike, really for a lot of reasons. And when you talk to everybody around this building, they know the future of this organization rests on the shoulders of this young rookie quarterback. And there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be missed throws and misreads. But 4 interceptions into today's game, you find yourself trailing here. At some point, they got to ask themselves, is this rookie giving us the best chance to win now, or are we just all in for the future?
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. A handoff as they try to run it here. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Check smash, check smash. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check go.
Back to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing to begin this drive is Manning. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
19 Lions. Set.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
15 yards through the air, and the Jets have a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And
in trouble. Down he goes. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Now they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Raiders are out in front. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. On the play fake, here's Manning. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. A big one there to start the second half. 32 yards.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And he gets that to Hardman. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Jets first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That is caught, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up. An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and the Jets are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Vegas. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
And he is not going to get in. Stopped on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Throwing now, Manning. A short one there to Bellinger. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
They'll look to throw again. This one complete right side. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt! Stephanie! Cougar 19! 19 tight! 19 tight!
To throw, it's Manning. This one complete downfield to Walker. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw is Manning. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run. It's Hall. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
It's one thing if you don't get the ball in the end zone, but it's another to lose this many yards. And I think now for this offense and this play caller, they've got to reevaluate their approach down here in tight.
That's caught by Walker. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
It's now 3rd and goal.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Ready?
On 3rd down, it's Manning. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. It took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and
Let's go!
none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down, give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
Head to 60! Head to 60! Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's up to the 20. And he'll be taken down, but what a connection. All the way up to the 45-yard line.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
He'll let this one go long for Williams.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up!
3rd and 6.
Last thing, 19! Hut, hut.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Manning. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick six. A touchdown for the defense. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Here we go, set.
They go play action with Manning. That's caught left side by Bellinger. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
Here's Manning. He's got a man. It's Walker. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Now Manning. He finds his tight end, Bellinger. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, New York. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and number 12 on the year. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. To the air is Manning. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
And he's going to be very close to a first down. It's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
On third down, they'll run, and here comes the reverse. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45.
I like the element of surprise here, Mike. It seemed like everyone was so keyed elsewhere on the play that nobody even gave a thought to him potentially getting the run. Didn't take him long to see he was going to be able to clearly pick up that first down.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Let's go now. Stop low, 18.
Looking to throw is Manning. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Back to the air once more on second down. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
And the Jets, first down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
40-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, ready?
On the play fake, here's Manning. And he gets back to Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
32-yard line.
Go! Check go.
Back to the air one more time. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to and he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Trap 60, 18, Pioneer. Go!
Back to throw. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. we're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
Not much developing there. Short pickup down to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Tight end going in motion here. Up the middle they go. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to